High-risk investment. Trading on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Before deciding to trade, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all the risks associated with trading and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Market opinions. Any opinions, news, research, analyses, prices, or other information contained on this video is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. Master the Markets will not accept liability for any loss or damage, including without limitation to any loss of profit, which may arise directly or indirectly from use of or reliance on such information.
Hello traders, and welcome to our live trading workshop webinar today. Those of you joining in new for the first time, what we'll be doing is, so let me just show you this in a minute. The first thing we will look at is live trading potential trades. Now, in terms of the live trading potential trades, traders, we've actually looked at Brent oil at the moment, and I've got a small position on here in terms of Brent oil over here. I might put it out on the Telegram channel as well. It's just about a little bit breaking even at the moment. Has it taken out this low yet or not? So let me just take a look at that. 65.29. This is 65.30. So it still hasn't taken that out. It's just reversed back a little bit. I might put this order through the Telegram, so look out for that one there. So that's the first thing that we'll be doing, traders, okay? So we will look at some live trading potential trades, okay, that are carrying on, like the Brent oil. I was taking a look at gold as well just now, and we'll take a look at GBP USD too. So we'll take a look at that in the first part of the session. The second thing is we will cover a topic for today, and quite a hot topic for now is gold has hit $3,800. Right? Where next? What's the market analysis? What's the technical analysis on it? So look at that in detail with stats backing it up as well, which should be quite revolutionary for some of you who are joining in for the first time. Okay, the way we look at it, our main USP is how much move is left on a trade on a probability basis. We are the only company, to be honest, as far as we've seen, shows probability stats on the move left in a swing. Okay, the third thing is we'll be looking at upcoming events that are coming up, plus there will be a Q&A session where you guys can put in the questions throughout the session, and then we will answer it through the end of the session. Okay, so this and more in this live trading session. Traders, those of you joining in for the first time today, this is Thunalpan here, founder of Master the Markets, Illustrates Conference, and the Traders Open Day. So, with swiftly, let's move on to looking at the trades at the moment. So what I will do is on Telegram channel, I will see to this. So I think it did quite a little bit of a test at the moment. So I need to trail this as well, traders, to the high of that bar. So I'll do that 65.30 and this 65.29. So what I'll do, in terms of the Telegram channel, maybe we might need to also see if it rebounds back. If it takes out this high, we don't need to stay in the trade, to be honest. So the high is 65.80, isn't it? So let me just do that over here. So 65.80. And in terms of the spread, I'm just going to take a look at that in a moment. What is it doing? So it's about 5 cent, 5-4 cent spread, isn't it? So if I were to look at that, so 65.79, so 65.84, right? So that's what we are looking at. So 65.84 is what we're looking at. And I'm also going to push this out on our Telegram channel. Those of you who have joined us on that, you can see that as well. So I will do this very swiftly. So 65.84. Okay, traders. is where I'm trailing it, including spreads as well. I'm just trailing it for the high of this bar because it's the opposite stretch, so we need to trail it on the high of every 1 hour bar. Now, in terms of the Telegram, I'll put this out as well in terms of Brent. I think for Brent, what I need to do, I need to get it on here, isn't it? Let me see. So it will come under here, will come under energy. There you go, under energy. And I'm looking at the future contract, if I'm not wrong, 65, 60, 60, isn't it, at the moment? 65, 60 is what I'm looking at. So I'll do this. I will look at selling that. And we are looking at 65, as I've got it here on the blue line here, 65.50. Those of you who got a little bit of price discrepancy, you can take a look at your own broker data. That's why we recommend Trade Nation, who's supporting this and giving us the data feed. So this one is 65.03. It's over here. So I'll do 65.03. That will make more sense. And there we go. I've just submitted that. In terms of the trailing stop, what I've got to do as well is for the high of this, which will be, as I said, 65.84, okay, is what we got to be looking at. All right, so I'll amend that now to 65.84, and we'll see how that comes out to be. Okay, good. I think we got that locked in here. So 65.50 was the break of that. So let's see if it does. My first level, what I'll be looking at, traders, is mainly for this low to be taken out, where I've got that marked out, okay? So I'll see, but we're entering it around here because as that buyer bar was reversed. I'll explain all that in a short while, okay? Why we are taking this and what's the basis of that. We look at about 6 to about 8 parameters before we take a direction bias and timing. And I'll give you all some reference links to look at as well over here later on. So let's see how this goes. I've put this on the Telegram channel as well. I'll trail it as well as we go along. Remember, it's not about this trade winning or losing. It's about our consistency. That's the main thing that we are looking at. Now, in terms of gold, what am I looking at? I was taking a look at this earlier on in terms of gold. Actually, let me do this together with you guys. Now, in terms of gold, right, so we got our 0.8 ATR already hit. Okay, that's $48. Let me do that quickly. So 48, that is 38.40, is done its range for today. Now, in terms of going to a 1 ATR range, I'm taking a look at all the previous ones, what it has done. Mostly it has done about 50, isn't it, traders, right? That's what it's saying here. We will populate a table based on ATR as well very shortly for our programming team. I'll show you also the latest updates we got on our SMI when we analyze into the gold trade as well, okay? On the $3,800 hit and beyond, which is what we are seeing here on the daily chart. I'll look into this as well. But before that, on an intraday basis, what I'm looking at here is this bar range is 42. It hasn't done its 1 ATR range, which is about 48 as of yesterday, isn't it, traders, right? So what we will look at the moment, so this is an uptrend phase 1, but as you guys can see, because here at Master the Markets, what we've done is we've quantified what a top and a bottom is, okay? So it's quite clear. This is where the bottom confirmation comes, right? And this was a compression where there was a higher low, and then this is your big run over here. But as you can see in this swing for intraday traders, at the moment, this is quite far off from your bottom, isn't it? So that's what we say. Nothing can move in a straight line forever. So that's why we would say that this is a low open equity basis trade, low open profit. So highly probably the top will be formed, but not sure if it will be today. We'll wait and see. So it's doing the same thing on a lower time frame on the 4-hour. Same thing here, uptrend phase 1 as well. So I'm recording all of that onto this table here. Okay, so uptrend phase 1, low open equity as well. On the 1-hour, as you can see, the top has been confirmed on this 1-hour swing. Will this go down further to pull the 4-hour top as well down to confirm it? That's the question, isn't it, traders, right? That's where all your analysis of all your tools come into play, your volume, your VMAP, your order flow blocks, your Fibonacci, stochastic, all that is towards that question, okay? And then finally, then you get your 15-minute time frame here. And over here, you can see this is a downtrend phase 1 at the moment as well, okay? So let me update that onto here. So that one is a downtrend phase 1 on the 15-minute, okay? On there. So good volume spikes all around here as well. Is this going to carry on further down, or is it going to revert back to its higher time frame? Is the question what we'll be looking at. Now, before I answer that, I've got a few more things to look at. So I'll take a look at what we call the stretch principle. Now, in terms of the stretch principle, as you can see, this is the blue line is what we call the open line, and then this is the upper stretch and the lower stretch, what we are seeing over here. Okay, traders? So in terms of this, what I can see at the moment is that it has taken out its upper stretch at the moment, right? So the bias is towards the upside, so upper stretch. Latest in terms of range lines, also is towards the upside as well, except for the 12 o'clock, it's not done that. Yeah, so I'll say upside for now. Yes, that's right, 8 a.m. Now, in terms of Bro to ST, the ratio, I can see it's towards the upside. Don't worry too much if you don't understand the terminologies. I'll give you all some reference links very shortly. And then previous daily high to low, it has taken out its daily high, previous daily high as well. So again that, so it's tick, tick, tick all the way, and then we can see there is actually a direction bias to the long. So let me show you this table here, what I'm showing you here, right? So you can see that I've collected all of that levels onto here at the moment, okay? All the trends and the phases, as you can see, okay? Just for your information, I'm just keeping an eye. We just triggered into Brent oil at the moment in the Telegram channel as well. So keep an eye and see how that goes. So far, so good. Mainly, I want to see if it breaks that 65.29 level, see if it maintains that. But coming back into here, let me see. So I'll go back to my table again here, right? So when we are looking at this at the moment, I am seeing that on the gold trade, both is uptrend phase 1 here, right? On the 2 time frames, and then 1 hour as well, but it's pointing towards the downside because of phase 2. This one is down at the moment, right? And the 1 hour stretch all pointing to the upside, all the stretch in the bar mechanics, okay? So overall, when you take a look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 parameters are pointing to the upside. That's why my bias is formed to the upside. And I mentioned that in terms of a ATR range perspective, it is made as 0.8 ATR range, but not as 1 ATR. Okay, so that's the whole premise so far. But just because of this, we don't jump in long, okay? We look at what we call the next part, which is the timing. So one part, traders, is you form a direction bias. The next part is the timing. When do you get in? On a particular pattern setup? Or when particular parameters match up together, or we call that the confluence of factors, okay? So once all of this comes in, then we will enter. So now, taking a look at this, gold trade, don't think we're going to get a timing factor very soon, but let me see if I can find something. In terms of the 15-minute, what we want is, yes, it has retraced. I want to see if this bottom is going to level off, right? Along with volume as well. So, in terms of that, let me see. So I'm seeing some leveling off here. If that 15-minute confirms, that's something that we can look into. And over here for the trend change, that will take some time. So still premature, this thing. So I've seen something on the 5-minute here. So my first level for it to show some strength to the upside will be this one here. But because it's a 5-minute, there can be a bit of noise, so I need a bit more confirmation. So I'll mark out my first line here, and then your stop goes around here, okay? So that's what we will be keeping an eye on. But until it does that, we won't be considering any shorts at the moment, okay? So 3874, 3863, more or less. And then in terms of the target even, you can even go for, just to take out that high, okay, is what we can look at. Those of you who want an earlier target, right, who don't have that much time or don't want to be holding onto it for a much longer period, what you can do is, traders, you can look at a 1 ATR level once it takes that out. I'll tell you why we use the 1 ATR, because we got the stats backing it up. $7.21. So something like that here, 3881. Once it confirms, we'll get it all exact a bit, okay? So I'll keep an eye on this. This is all 5-minute trend change is what we're looking at. Now, why I don't want to enter just straight into the downside? Because I need some kind of confirmation that the buying pressure is coming back up. And we marry that up with the volume as well, which has been provided by the Trade Guider team, headed by Gavin Holmes and his team. When I take a look at that, traders over here, right, I can see that this is showing still the green dot. That's good. Let's see if it maintains that. Volume-wise, seeing a good volume spike here on this particular bar. Let's see if the next bars consolidate or turn to a green bar before it comes. If it does turn to a green bar, then we can see that the volume was towards the buying, okay? So wait and see how that turns out to be. So that's on the gold, okay, in terms of an intraday perspective. Now, in terms of Brent oil, now, why did we take that particular trade? As you can see, across all the time frames and the factors, it was to the downside, okay, is what we saw. And previous daily low being taken out as well. That's why the short. But yes, it had done 0.8 ATR range. Now we're taking it towards the 1 ATR target, okay, of the daily range. That's why the targets is as such. So far, I can see that the trade is going in our favor in terms of Brent. Let's see if it still breaks it. 65.30. It's meeting the low at the moment, traders. 65.29.6. Has it taken up? Yeah, it's just matching it at the moment. You can see over here on my data window what the low is, right, at the moment. So you can see that it's 65.19. We are slowly approaching our target at 65.03. Now, why did I get this target? Because I calculated the daily range from this chart over here. Now, to fully understand that, I'll give you a few reference links, as you can see. Now, in terms of here, we put a small percentage risk on this one, just about $100 in unrealized profit at the moment, okay? Our trading stop is for the high of this bar. You guys saw as well how it retraced back aggressively. Now it's coming back further down. Why did we take that? All is documented. I'll give you the reference links very shortly. Our trading stop is around here. At the moment, all diagrammatically shown over here for you guys. And our initial stop started off here. So the blue line is our entry. Initial stop was here. Trailing stop is here. Our risk is now minimized a little bit. And target is here. Okay. So that's where we are at the moment. It has taken out the low of this. So let's see if it carries on to make its target for today. Okay. 66.53 ATR as of yesterday is yeah, so 65.03 is what I've got, isn't it, traders? So let me just check that, and I think I put that on the Telegram as well. Yeah, so we got that roughly over here. Let's see whether it gets there or not. I will keep an eye on that particular trade. Okay, so good. So with that said, let me give you all the reference links. Okay, those of you asking the questions, Tiro, this is really good, but I want to understand the logic behind it. Why are you taking this particular trade? How can I do it myself independently? That's our objective here with these live trading sessions. It's not that we are just giving you the fish and just telling you to follow us blindly, but also to understand what we are doing. Okay, so I would say the first place to start, where we have put all this information together, would be 7steps to CTP.com. Okay, that's where we would say start off with 7steps to CTP.com. Over here, traders, after you put your details in, name, email, and number if you want to get live trading updates, and after you click I'm not a robot and click this green button here, all right, get free access, you'll be sent 7 videos. Okay, and on your first email, there'll be a fast learner link where you can access all 7 videos straight away if you want to do it fast, or you can do it one at a day as well. Okay, the emails will keep coming one at a day to help you keep in momentum. Now, over here, this has been collated over 15 years of collated research, and with our team experience of 40 to 50 years of cumulative experience. Okay, so with this, you can see this 7 videos, highly recommended, because the power of these videos is that you can put this framework to any kind of strategy that you have to boost your performance. All right, so that's what you can be looking at. So it will go through what is the main challenge traders have, go on to why the framework is important, why you have to quantify your tops and bottoms to get your framework, and then it will go through the 3 stats. I'm going to go through a little bit of this in the gold analysis very shortly. And then after that, it goes into giving you an understanding of what the strategy concept and objective is and how to build your strategy based on understanding strategy construction. So these are the 7 videos, so highly recommend for you guys to watch it. And also some of you have watched it, revisited it, now thinking and want to get those indicators onto your screen. You can go on to SMI and VSA page straight away. You'll have the link over there. Just go and read it, and then you can get the indicator onto your page as well. We've done the latest modifications. I'll show you that as well. And over here, the channel, right? youtube.com/master the markets channel. What you can also do, traders, is that under here, I would recommend you that if you want to keep to update with our live trading updates and all of that, go under here and hit the subscribe. So whenever we go live, right? If you have subscribed, and most importantly, you have to click on the all bell icon. Once you have clicked on that, the all bell icon, whenever we go live, you'll get a notification sent to your phone. Okay, so then you will know that we've gone live, and what you can do at that point, either join us live to see it, or put it under the watch later list and then watch it later, right? That's the beauty of it. So when I go under the live section, you can then see that we are actually going live at the moment. This is the one that we are at the moment live. Once we come off live, this will be here stored under YouTube. Now over here, you can see all the other live streams that we've done. Really amazing knowledge and information where you see we have taken all these trades in real time live, and we never hide anything. All profits and losses are all shown to you transparently. You can see some of the trades where it will go very near to a stop, reverse, and go back to the profit. Some of them go straight to the stop loss. All of it, right? So you'll see everything over there. The main important thing is to understand the logic behind why we are taking it, and all that is based on the smart money framework, based on these videos that I talked about, 7 steps to CTP. Okay, So once you've gone through all of that, another thing I'll also say, some of you were asking me just now, is that, okay, Thiru, where can we learn about the stretch principle you're talking about, understand what you're doing so that we can also look into it? It's under here. When you click on view all under must watch videos, go under this thing called stretch principle. There's all other really good videos over here as well, interviews as well, some great interviews we've done, some legends. But I would say if you want to understand the stretch principle, go to these videos in this playlist. The team has put that together under the 5 videos over there. And you can watch that at your own free time. Okay. So those are the reference links you need to look at. Quick shout out to Trade Nation as well over here that I've got, who are helping us with the Telegram channel. Okay. And then if you want to open up a broker account so that you don't have any price discrepancy, you can take a look at them as well, opening up a broker account, and all the information is given to you on the Telegram channel. Good. In terms of our upcoming events, that's our annual summit coming up. Those of you who express some interest to meet us in person, you can definitely meet us there in central London on the 17th and 18th of October. We have changed the location a little bit, but you can find that out when we will send the email out for you guys. Okay. Over here, what's going to happen is we're going to be live trading on the first day, me and Gavin, right? On the first day, we're going to be live trading. After that, on the second day, we're also going to be looking at, over the 2 days, we're going to be looking at research updates. What are the latest research that we have found? Also, then we also will be looking at how we can put that into your strategy, in-depth price and volume analysis, and how you can put that into your strategy and develop a really robust, strong strategy, okay, that you can then trade with true conviction for consistent performance. It'd be a great way to finish off the year, feeling inspired and re-energized. Really, a lot of our traders will be there, our programmers, live trading room managers like Lawrence and all of them will be there. It will be really great to meet these inspiring people, the community that we've built together to uplift the community itself. Over the 2 days, we'll be also providing lunch as well. And then on the first day, there will be dinner provided as well, traders. Okay, so that will be awesome. Looking forward to seeing many of you there. You can read through it, and you can also get your tickets through here as well. Good. I think with that said, let's get on back into the charts and our topic for today on the Brent oil. So as you can see over here, we just missed our target by spread just now, as you can see. So we should have accounted for it, but it's fine. 65.03 is what we had. So plus 5 cents should be 65.08. I've edited that on the Telegram channel. Let's see if we do get it back on that. I will also trail my stop to the high here, 65.76 at the moment, or we might actually come out of this. So let me see, traders. You know what? We will exit this because it was a small mistake, isn't it? So we will exit that at the moment. In terms of that, let me see. Okay, so let me close that trade, submit. Okay, so next time, also this is a good lesson as well. I just want to show you guys what we need to do when we are not made a small mistake on it, isn't it? So we've come out of that. So what you do, also this is a good lesson as well, is that, you know, traders, whenever you realize that it has hit your target, but you made a mistake, okay? That, like, for example, in here, we forgot to add the spreads on top. So if you ever find that, just exit the trade, okay? At any point in time, even if it's an unrealized profit or loss, just exit the trade, okay? Then you just get better on your execution. The most important thing in here is always in your process and your execution, okay? Is what you need to be wary of. Okay, good. So that's that one there. Those of you accounted for the spreads or have come out based on your broker data, that's great. That's awesome. I'll still keep an eye on this and let's see if it goes down further, passing the $65 level. Okay, so we'll wait and see how that goes. For now, what I'll do, I will take a look at gold trade. If it does rebound back, I can see that there's a trend change that has happened here. on the 5-minute time frame here. All right. Now this is a good setup. Now if it does come out of the selling over here, this is something that we can take a look at for it to go towards the upside. What we will see here, those of you who are going to be taking a look at this later, you will see that if it does sustain this low, it will come back to test this low before it shoots up further. Okay, you will start to see that. This is something that we can start to take a look at as well. What I will do is we can wait for this high to be taken out, and I'll put that through a Telegram as well to see how we do on this one here. Let me see if I can squeeze this trade in, traders. So here on the high, right, 3876.87. I'm just quickly going to take a look at this. 72, so there's a 30-cent spread, isn't it? Let's put 50. 3876, 3870, 7. So 3877.30, isn't it? Is what we are looking at. 3877.30. So let me do that. 3877.30. And then this stop over here, 40, yeah, 3877.30. The low here, 3868.80. 3868.80. And then the profit level, we will take it out at 180R, $5.63, isn't it? So $5.63, that would be about 3879.83, okay? 3879.83. So that will be here, or we can go for another later target at 3880 as well. 388. So let me just do that very quickly. So 3874.20, 3874.20 plus 180R target, which is $5.63. Okay, 3879.83 is what I've got. 3879.83. Okay, so that's what we got here. So let's put this straight through and we can see how that turns out to be. Right, so gold is what I got. So signal, buy, putting that on the Telegram channel as well. 3876.88 is what I've got. 3877.30, isn't it? 3870, sorry, 3877.30. And then I've got 3868.80. And then I've got 3879.83. Okay, 3879.83. Okay, good. So I've got everything there. Yeah, 3868.80. Okay, good. So I think we got that next trade here in as well. And then over here, I will also place this trade here. I will do 5, isn't it? Reward. So what I will do is, okay, let me see how this goes. 250. Yeah, we can do that. 0.3, 0.5. Pending order. Let me just quickly get this in. 3877.30. So what we got is 3876.88, 50 cent, 3877.38, isn't it? Okay, so that's fine. Stop loss is going to be at 3868.80. Okay, so okay, and the target is going to be at 3879.83. Okay, so that's what we got. Good. So we got that all locked in over here. So we'll wait and see how that performs. Okay, so I've got all that here. As you can see, that's our entry. Okay, this could be a first entry point as well that you can take a look at over here. And then after that, your second entry point, which is what we are taking, and then your stop being over here. And then after that, your target being for the 1 ATR number. Those of you who want to take it for a more higher target, you can take it towards the 3895 level. Okay, is what you can take a look at. Now, on the 15-minute, I'm going to take a look at that as well. If it does confirm, then it will go on to take out that high and carry on further. I'm just going to quickly take a peek on the volume over here, traders, on the gold. Yeah, it's all marrying up. As I said, if this closes higher, that's a good sign, okay, for it to sustain that level. So I'll keep it on here and we'll wait and see how this performs. All right, so what we got at the moment is the entry for the high there. So I'll mark it out all over here as well, so we can have an idea on how it is going to perform. Okay, so I'll roughly mark it. We don't need to be that exact over here because I've shown it to you. I think I've taken quite a bit of a copy on that one. So let me do that. And I will go into our topic for today. I know we are running a little bit above time. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Good. So we got the stop. And then the target going to be for 3879. Okay. That's what we are looking at. Somewhere around there. Here we go. And it's your target. Okay. Small target there to come off just to show you the concept of the ideas over here. Okay. So I've got that all in here. So we'll wait and see how that plans out to be. Now, swiftly moving into the topic for today, right? This is on a higher time frame, which is what we'll be looking at. So what we are looking at over here is gold has hit $3,800. Okay, that's quite a big level, isn't it, traders, right? And it's still going on strong. So what is for the future of gold? What is technical analysis on it? Okay, what's our market analysis on it? So let's take a look at all of that at the moment. So over here, when I take a look, okay, what we got at the bottom. So let me take you step by step. I'll just give you a brief overview because 7 steps to CTP will give you the full explanation. Okay. Now, whenever we take a look at anything, I always say that, okay, it's hit $3,800. Just because you see it on a very big bull run over here doesn't mean you just jump into it towards the high. That's the biggest mistake that people can do. Even if you're looking at investing into gold as well, yes, some people will say timing is not important at all. Just jump in very randomly onto the chart. So that's totally fine. But you know, there are some issues with that because that will affect your ROI as well as your ROR, your rate of return as well. Okay, so how do we overcome all of that is what I'm going to be talking. Wherever you enter, most importantly, entry is what is always spoken about quite frequently. But more than that, traders, I would say that exit is where you make the money. Okay, wherever and wherever you exit. Okay, so that's the first thing you always need to think about: entry and exit. Okay, that's the first things you need to look at. Now, the next thing you also need to be looking at also is that in terms of the analysis, ask yourself always how much move is left. Okay, how much move is left. Now, how do you find that out? Now, over here, as you can see, at Master the Markets over here, what we have done is we have quantified what we call a top and a bottom, right? The top is signified by an orange arrow, and the bottom is signified by a blue arrow, okay? Now, this is the most important part to get a framework, okay? I'm not saying this is the holy grail, but to get a framework, okay? A systematic quantitative framework that you can then trade with confidence. Let me explain. Once we explain all of this, especially with when we did with a big US futures broker, NinjaTrader, which some of you will be trading with as from our US clients, and then they invited us about 11 times after that, okay? So you can see over here, traders in the must-watch section, live trading workshop with NinjaTrader, 11 videos. And we got the indicator also on NinjaTrader as well, which you can take a look at as well. Now, once you got this framework, as I said, after you quantify the top and bottoms, okay, which is why we will explain here on the 7 steps, why the quantifying the tops and bottoms is important after we identify the challenge that 98% of traders have, okay? So once you've understood why we quantify the top and bottoms, and you start to appreciate it, what we get is then a framework. Now, from that framework, then what happens then, traders? What we can do is we can keep measuring the swing distance of every swing. Because once you've got a framework, there's only 2 types of swings that can happen in the market. Either there's a bottom to top move or a top to bottom move. Now you've compressed the entire market movement into only 2 types, bottom to top or top to bottom. Okay, that's how the quant traders always do. They look to compress it into a few parts, and then they go deeper into that and get the stats out of it. That's what we were trained by quant traders. Okay, actually, this work goes back to the 1960s, where my mentor's mentor actually formulated this. Amazing thinking based on also Richard Wyckoff's work as well. It's just the difference is that they quantified it. Okay. After you have got these 2 types of swings, then you can keep measuring each swing distance, right? So that's what we have done. So we keep measuring each swing distance. Okay, this swing went up 0.91, this one 0.57, this one 0.99, this one 1.48, right? All of that we keep measuring, okay? And we go, because we have programmed it, and the good thing is, the guys who programmed it was just a viewer and a client just like you guys, right? They saw this, got very inspired, and then they say, you know what, Thiru, I want to join you guys, and I've got some coding skills. I can help code this all onto TradingView, because for a long period of time, we only had this on MetaTrader. Okay. After then, our community then expanded. Then we got this on the TradingView as well. Okay. So our community itself uplifts this community, and those are the kind of guys that are going to come onto the summit as well, which I highly recommend for you guys to come and meet, because you get inspired when you see fellow traders like you who are really far ahead in this game and got inspired, and how we all are inspiring each other to come this far. Now, after this, as you can see, I'll show you over here, we can put the time data, you see, from this period to this period. I've done it for over 15 years, 2010 all the way to now, 25 October. So over 15 years, we are putting this data through, and this is what it's telling us, okay? So it's telling us over here, it keeps measuring all the swings, 1.48, this is 0.99, all of these measurements it's doing, okay? For this one is about 1.48, this one it's about 1.82, this one is 2.18. So all this is measuring and putting it into this table at the moment, okay? That's what it's doing. Even before, if I'm not wrong, there was one big swing here, wasn't it? This one here, right? 5.75 ATR, okay? What it's saying over here. That was one big one. There was one more, which was last year, which is about 8.85 or 30 ATR or something like that, okay? Something crazy. So it's measuring each swing distance. After it measures each swing distance, right? Then what we then get, traders, is that we put it all into this table. This is what we call the open equity table, right? So this one here, open equity. You can select it from here. And then after that, I'm just telling put all the phases. We can even filter that down as well. And it's telling you on the daily time frame, you can do this on any time frame, okay? So on the daily time frame, it's telling you there's 362 swings, okay? Almost about 360 for 400 swings, whatever you want to call 350 or 360 swings over all these years, over these 15 years on the daily time frame. And out of the 360 swings of top to bottom and bottom to top swings, about 305 of them, or 84% of them, get to 0.25 ATR. Okay, about 56-60% of them get to 1 ATR, and then after that we can see that in terms of 20%, it gets to 3 ATR. So based on this stats, you can place your targets accordingly based on what your strategy objectives are. This is where strategy construction comes to play. This just gives you the stats. It's a framework. It's flexible. Now, your skill is to finding out which of these tops and bottoms, okay, are the ones that are going to go the largest move. And to do that, then you can use all the things that you've learned so far, whatever your style may be. Is it order flow, volume? Is it time frame correlations? All of those things you put together to finally select in this framework. So it's not strictly a buy and sell indicator, what is here. And I don't really highly believe in just black box 100% buy and sell indicators, because most of them don't sustain over time. But here is a flexible framework that you can now select, right? Based on all your confluence of factors or based on your strategy objective. And you can plug in these targets based on strategy, the stats, okay? The target stats, okay? Over here. So that's the whole premise of this. Now, coming to the question of that, I've explained to you how much move is left over here on how we have found it over here according to this probability stats table. Now we come on to analyzing this deeper and applying it into real time. So now we got $3,800 on gold, right? So what is the probability that this will go up further? Okay, so to answer that question, we use this as well. Before I say that, just a quick point. You can also find two other stats like this, which is called the MAE or the time to. Very powerful stats. The MAE will blow your mind away. This will tell you where to place your stop so that you don't get stopped out 95, 98% of the time. Now that's how you trade a conviction, because trading is probabilities, traders, right? Trading is based on probabilities. So it should be based like that. And this is what this will help you on. Okay. So that's the whole basis of this. So coming back to here, let's take a look at that. And all this is explained in 7 steps of CTP. Okay. Where we'll take a look at this much more in detail and go through each of these stats much more. You see over here, OE, MAE, and time to. Okay, so you can go through that once you have registered for it and go through the material. Okay, all free of charge. Okay, all over there. So highly recommended material. Now coming back into here. Coming back into analysis of this $3,800, how do I apply in real time? So let's take a look at this, right? So before this session, I was taking a look because we are also writing part of this move as well. When you take a look at this, from the close of this bar all the way to here, the high, right? As of now, let's take a look how much is done. It's done about $1,124, okay? That's what is run so far. Now, in terms of this, in this framework here, how much ATR is that? That's about 13.9 ATR. We take the ATR of the confirmation bar, right? By hover it, I can read it here. It's about $80. So 1,300 divided by $80, that's about 13.9 ATR here. Okay, nearly about 14. Then when I come to this table here, I can see that it's all the way up to 5 ATR. So it's shot past that. To get to 5 ATR, that's about 14.5% chance. So to get to 13.9 and beyond is even lesser. So it's an outlier, really. But, you know, we can analyze it a bit more deeper. And that's what I'm going to go through in the summit as well, those of you coming. Now, here, when I analyze it, now because it's gone past it, so let me just start with 10 ATR to begin with, right? And then let's see what happens at 14 ATR. So you see, 10 ATR is here, right? In the last 15 years, if you take a look, there's only 2 swings that have come that far, okay? And then from there, 2 only have come out of that 69 to 10 ATR. It's like saying out of 1,000 people who start a race, finally traders, the guys who get to the 10-kilometer mark, it's probably only about 5 of them. 5 out of the 1,000. Or in this example, we want to do like 70 guys who start a race, right? So think about this, right? Point A to point B. I always tell all our clients that best thing to always visualize is like a race, okay? We'll make it more logical to you and to picture it. So imagine about 69, just say 70 of them started the race. And if this is the 10-kilometer mark, all we are saying here is that only 2 guys got there. 2 out of the 70. All the 68 dropped off along the way. So these 2 strong guys, very athletic guys, right, are the guys who are really banging it through and going forward, is what we are saying. So in history, 2 of them have come to 10 ATR. Out of that 2 who kept going is up to 1 guy out of the 2, 50% drop-off rate, got to 11 ATR. Today, we are at 13.9. So when I go further down, even that 1 guy dropped off at 13. So what we have at the moment, right, is a real outlier. 13.9 is sitting here. So this is the only time this has done in all your 15 years, okay? Now, this puts everything into perspective, isn't it? Right? So what it also tells you is just because this guy has done it doesn't mean it's going to keep repeating again and again. You are looking at an outlier. And strategies and all that is not based on outliers. If you do want to write this, is fine. What you can do is, if you're still writing this, what you can do is you can trail it to the low of every bar on a higher time frame, because you know that the turning point is coming very soon, because it's never done this before. It's a very, very low probability that it's going to go up further and further. But to give it chance, you never know, right? Because it's an outlier, isn't it? So then you keep trailing it. The way to tackle this, traders, I've seen a lot of traders make this mistake, is that they think one strategy must do it all. That's where the mistake comes. It's like saying one car must fit the likes and dislikes of the entire world. It's not possible, isn't it? Okay, some of you may say, oh, Ferrari is really, really good. A Lamborghini is really good. I would like to have it. But not everybody in the world would like to have a Lamborghini. Not everybody has got that kind of passion for cars or want to be that speed junkies as well, right? So everybody is different. So just like that, with your strategies, when you construct it, you can't put all parameters to fit everything. You can't have all kind of parameters to say, oh yeah, you know what, this strategy is going to capture long runners, mid runners, short runners, everything is going to adapt and it's going to do it all. No. So the best way to tackle it, and when I interviewed this guy, Lawrence Benstop as well, was recommended by Tom Basso, who's a market wizard. He also said, the way to tackle it is create different strategies with different objectives. And he has gone all the way to creating 55 trading systems, all automated, very extreme, right? But with you guys, maybe you can start with 3 strategies. 1 strategy with each objective. 1 strategy can be towards a very high reliable target. Another one for maybe a longer target. And then the last one, maybe let it run. Runners, you call it. But with the runners, you also manage your expectation, because runners like this happen very low probability. Even if you had taken your target at 13 ATR, good on you, because that's never happened before in the last 15 years. So you see, this is how we should be trading, because, I highly always believe that, and you all probably agree on this, trading is based on probabilities. Every time you place a trade, you shouldn't be thinking, oh yeah, it's got to be right, it's got to be right, it's got to be right. That means you're thinking that you created a strategy which is 100% reliable. Most clients and traders, when I tell this, they will just chuckle and laugh, because they know it's not possible, but yet we want it deep down in our psychology, right? Very soon we'll be releasing Stephen Goldstein's interview that a lot of you are waiting for, and you will see that he will say the same thing, right? Really great interview that we did with him. You will see that. So traders, coming back, trading is based on probabilities. So look at stats like this, guide you on that, and then use it accordingly. Okay. Those of you who want to get hold of the SMI and VSA, you can definitely get in touch with us, or just the SMI alone as well. You can get in touch with us. Okay. And I'll give you the reference links very shortly again. So to recap, what have we talked about? So we looked at, firstly, the entry and exit is very important, not just entry, but exit as well. So on, let's say, don't just jump in on $300 and it's a bull run. Look at entry and exit where you're going to exit. And then we also looked at, how much move is left. How do you determine that? We talked about quantifying the tops and bottoms, then in terms of the probability stats table, the OE stats table, and looked at that. Finally, we looked closely at the $3,800 mark, which is about 13.9 ATR. Looked at this table and we said this has never happened before. This is an outlier. And how do you trade those outliers? Also, we talked to you about it as well, right? So these are the things that you can do, and whenever you do any analysis on any instrument, you can look at that. Now, the good part about all of these traders is that of this analysis is that of this quantification of this framework that we got over here, the smart money framework over here, what we got is that you can put this on any instrument. This is the power of it. What we got here is what we call cross-transferable principles, okay? Cross-transferable principles. Now, with cross-transferable principles, you can apply this on gold chart, silver chart, Brent oil, Saudi stocks, US stocks, UK stocks, India stocks. It doesn't matter. China stocks, Egypt stocks, doesn't matter. You can put this on any instrument and we can get the stats out. That's the beauty of it, right? So all of this, as I said, if I want to give you the reference links to conclude, I know it's short above time a bit, is that first 7 steps to CTP, okay? It's the first place to look at, 7stepsctp.com. After you put your details in, click on the green button, and then you can get the 7 videos. Highly recommend it. As I said, cross-transferable principles, 15 years of collated research with our team of 40 years of cumulative trading experience. Next thing, if you want to get the indicator already, it may not be of mine, but just forgotten about it, SMI and VSA page you can go to, get it. If you just want to get the SMI, get in touch with us. We will tell you how to get it as well. A client service at masterthemarkets.net. Now, the YouTube channel, youtube.com/masterthemarkets, once you click on subscribe, hit the all bell icon over here. That will notify you every time we go live. 2 videos I give you all to look at. We'll put all of this together in one place, which is called the free resources page. We'll talk about it very shortly once it's live. Okay, we'll get that live and running. Stretch principle videos is one you can look at under the must watch section under our homepage. Go to must watch, click on view all, and you will see that over there. That's that one there. If you want to look at all the live streams, revisit even this one here, you can go under the live section here on our channel, and then you can hit this video and you can watch it all, even the previous ones, and you can look through them as well. Great content, good material. This is what we are known for in the industry. Now, the other thing is Trade Nation. I want to just do a quick shout out for them. They are the ones who are supporting our Telegram channel, through which we got the Brent oil trade today, and how we took some small profit out of that as well. Now, the ETM Annual Summit coming up. Just want a quick reminder, 17 and 18 October, small change in dates. Take note of it. We got in-person and online tickets as well. In-person, there's only about like 1 ticket left. Online, there's quite a few left. You can definitely get hold of it. Happening in about 2 weeks' time. Highly recommend you guys to come and meet us there. It's going to be happening near Central London. We just changed the venue to Liverpool Street. Okay, it's going to be in Trade Nation office, so that'd be great for us to all catch up over there. Okay, and over the 2 days, we'll be looking at live trading as well as research updates and how to apply all this in your strategy. Okay, great networking opportunity with really amazing, inspiring, passionate traders over there. Our community that you can get introduced to. Also, the other thing, also traders, is that over the 2 days, there will be lunch provided, and the first day, there will be dinner as well. So all the details will be sent over to you. Me and Gavin will be there. You can look through this page, then you can get your tickets. All right. That's pretty much that from me. I believe it's been quite a bit. Let's see what happened with gold. Still not triggered yet. I kept an eye. Brent, what's happening? Yeah. It's coming back towards that target there. I think it will go through it. But because, once you realize you made a mistake, that's why we got out of that trade, okay? Just out of experience. That's what you got to do in the future as well. Okay, so that's that one. I'll keep an eye on all of that, on gold as well. What happens if we don't get a trigger soon think I might be deleting that because I'll be away from the desk as well. This is another thing why we actually looking for traders who want to trade more intraday. So if you want to do that, then you can get in touch with us as well. We can train you on this methodology and you can look after the intraday room as well, and we can help to groom and develop you. Traders, I guess that's pretty much that from me. I know we overshot it quite a bit of time, 10 minutes past 3. I've answered most of your questions. I believe I did look through them. Most of them were quite repeating. I think I've covered it. Mainly some of you are asking about how do you measure the move left and everything. That I've given you the reference links as well, 7steps to CTP.com. I'll keep an eye on that gold trade. Other than that, as we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master. Take care and bye for now.